around the world to the European Union's Research and Innovation Days 2020. My name is Chris Burns, and as a European citizen, I am excited it's great to be with you for these 3 days of brainstorming with many of Europe's best and brightest on how technology and new ideas can make Europe greener, more competitive, accelerate Europe's recovery to create more jobs. Last year, many of you came to Brussels to attend our first edition. This year, even more of you are following the live stream from all around the world. We will talk, we will listen, we will create together the future of research. Let's explore and shape Europe's priorities for innovation. Let's become the #NextGenerationEU. So let's get to it. Let's start. This event is the result of a shared desire to make policy co-design happen and make it succeed. EU's Research and Innovation Days are about a collective push for science, a way to spark new ideas in all sectors in Europe and beyond. Let us hear more from the Director General of Research and Innovation at the European Commission, Jean-Éric Paquet. Bienvenue, Monsieur Paquet. Bienvenue. We have to keep our social distancing here.
Chris, good morning.
Good morning. You were here last year, and you were the host, or one of the hosts.
Yeah.
And this year it's different. It's a hybrid.
Yeah.
But I think it's got even more global reach, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, there always is a silver lining. The COVID-19 pandemic, of course, is a big constraint. But we decided, nevertheless, that we needed these Research and Innovation Days.
Yep.
And we decided to go hybrid and largely digital. And indeed, it's more than 26,000, 27,000 people which want to be part of it.
Wow.
So it's an amazing outreach.
That's huge.
And I hope this will also be a conference which we will remember in the size it has.
And because of this,
yeah.
you can actually get even more involvement. And one of the objectives of this is this co-design, everybody involved.
Yeah. I mean, research and innovation is about knowledge, but also solutions. And this cannot be decided by teams in the European Commission in isolation. And so Commissioner Mariya Gabriel wants us to co-design, co-create across the entire institution with our member states, with the members of the European Parliament, but also and particularly with all those actors of research and innovation. And Chris, this year, citizens as well are part of the exercise.
That's right. And why do we need all this? Because you can't do a Green Deal, you can't do a post-COVID recovery, you can't get to carbon neutrality by 2050 without research and innovation.
That's indeed, I think, very clear in the policies of the European Commission. Knowledge and solutions for these transitions and to make Europe also more resilient. Chris, I'm really very much looking forward. Welcome to everyone in Brussels and, as you said, around Europe and the world. And it's now my pleasure and privilege to ask you, Mariya Gabriel, Commissioner for Innovation, Research, Culture, Education and Youth, to come on stage and open these Innovation Days.
Good morning. Here we are. Dear all, it is a pleasure and honor for me to be welcoming you today to this second edition of our Research and Innovation Days. This event, as you understood, is organized by the European Commission. Thank you, Jean-Éric. Thanks to the entire team, because we are here not only to celebrate what European research and innovation has been achieving, but the event is also organized in order to go deep in this action with the help of you, citizens and stakeholders. The R&I Days is a flagship event of the European Commission to inform all concerned parties about the European research and innovation actions. This event is not about a series of meetings made behind closed doors, but on the contrary, this event is about reaching out to the maximum of people, from industrial stakeholders to public administrations, without forgetting all the European citizens. To fulfill this promise to all European citizens, this year's event is going to be widely web-streamed so that everyone can be witness of all the discussions, all the debates, all the ideas that will be exchanged during these 3 days. In addition, I'm pleased to see that the event will reach out to sectors beyond research and innovation, with the presence of many of my colleagues from the College of Commissioners. This is the result of the always increasing willingness to cooperate inside the European Commission between various domains in order to identify actions, in order to join forces, and in order to work together for the benefit of our European citizens. Here, I want to give the example of the 5 missions. This initiative has been launched to answer the greatest challenges identified by European citizens themselves. This initiative could have been exclusive to research and innovation, but with the determination to go beyond research, to reach out to other fields, I'm proud to see that this went far beyond. Through these Research and Innovation Days, research and innovation actions will not only be about science, but also about how to make our society a more inclusive, a more climate neutral one, a more resilient one. The R&I Days is a nexus for discussions, but discussions will not be enough. This event is therefore also and mainly a call for action. For all the participants that will take part of the panels, to all the participants that will be watching, I want to say that this event is about making things change. This is why, during these 3 days, co-design sessions will be organized about various themes in order to create what will be the roadmap for the European Commission action on research and innovation. We could detail and list all the crises that we are facing and that we'll be facing, from the COVID-19 to the climate change. But as we are seeing these days, it's not all these crises will be solved only through science. If science will definitely have a major role to play to find the future equilibrium, it will not be enough. Society as a whole will have to change from individual to general behaviors. Therefore, everyone will have its own role to play, and education is and will increasingly be a key factor towards our success. Science and education are the 2 faces of the same coin. A European-wide knowledge strategy is key in ensuring that Europe faces the challenges ahead in an inclusive and green way. Moreover, these challenges are not only affecting us, European citizens. They are affecting people beyond our borders in different ways. And this is why European research and innovation must also reach out to others through different channels, such as a widening strategy, association, and global partnerships. Finally, I'd like to thank all the participants for their presence to the R&I Days, and I look forward to hear back from the challenging, insightful, and constructive discussions that will take place in the next days, that I'm sure will be another step towards a better European research and innovation. Now I can declare our European Research and Innovation Days opened. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, Madame la Ministre. Merci. It's exciting to see the Commissioner now, because I've seen her for years in the European Parliament. And by working together between the Parliament and the Commission and the Council, we're going to see Research and Innovation Days happen and push ahead with research and innovation. There's a big budget vote coming up in the Parliament next month, and that's why the Parliament is so very important in this as well. We'll be speaking to the MEP, Mr. Bușoi, shortly. Do we have a connection with him at this point? Let's then jump over to a statement by the German Minister for Education, Science, Research and Technology, Anja Karliczek, whose country has the EU's rotating presidency. And so let's take a listen to her statement.
Gabriel, Mariya, ladies and gentlemen, the coronavirus pandemic, accelerating climate change, and the digital transformation. These are the great challenges of our time. They are so challenging that we can only master them together. But that also means that we are a strong Europe if we stand together. The Research and Innovation Days are an excellent example of this. They demonstrate the close cooperation among the European institutions and the citizens of Europe. It is therefore a great pleasure and honor for me to give one of the opening speeches at the R&I Days on behalf of the German presidency of the Council of the European Union. Europe's research and innovation system is a global leader. I am optimistic that we can put it to use to tackle the coronavirus pandemic. It is not only in the health sector where we are developing solutions that advance our research system. We are shaping the future with a Green Deal, with green hydrogen, with smart cities, and with sustainable growth. All of these aspects have one thing in common. They show the citizens of Europe where the future of our industries and societies lies. This pandemic has shown that our modern, globalized societies and our business communities are vulnerable. The climate conditions that are changing each year are a proof of this as well. But we have seen how resilient we are, that we can push the boundaries of what we think is possible, that we can have set ourselves ambitious targets. We want to enhance our innovative strengths. We want to achieve Europe's digital sovereignty. We are building a world-leading network for artificial intelligence. We are strengthening health research, not only because of the coronavirus, but also to find effective therapies against cancer, to name just one example. The foundation for this is modern and digital education and training. I believe it plays a key role in this strategic process. The innovative strengths of our businesses will develop on well-trained, skilled professionals. If we want to shape the future, we must master the basic technologies ourselves. Education, research and innovations are the keys for the great challenges of our time. This allows us to hold our ground in global competition. And we have something that makes us stand out from our global competitors. We are guided by our European norms and values, namely the respect for human dignity, freedom, democracy, equality and the rule of law. If we achieve this transformation quickly and effectively, we will be able to set standards. Let us mobilize all our forces. Solid structures are the foundation on which we stand, not only at a regional or national, but also at a European level. The proof of that are successful programs such as Horizon 2020 or Erasmus+, as well-established partnerships between the EU, the Member States and industry. Now it is up to us to finalize the next generation of these programs starting in 2021. We will do everything in our power to swiftly reach an agreement on this topic, which the Member States in the Council and in the Parliament. We also aim to make the European research area more visible, dynamic and effective. We therefore require a clear plan for the next steps. I am glad that the Member States are discussing these steps in close cooperation with the European Commission. Only together we will be able to find the best solutions for our European community. Together, that also means we aim to strengthen the interaction between the scientific community and society. Our citizen science project, Plastic Pirates Go Europe, encourages people to get involved. As I see it, the initiative clearly highlights what we can achieve by working together with our trio partners. Children and young people participate to support science in analyzing plastic pollution in our lakes, rivers, and the sea, thus helping to develop measures against water pollution. We in Europe need close cooperation between the EU, member states, and with the Commission. The strategic impetus for Europe depends on the solid support of the member states. Europe's innovative capacity must prove itself, grow and gain strength within our communities. I'm therefore delighted to welcome EU Commissioner Gabriel at a digital conference on the strengthening of Germany as a center of innovation right after I conclude my statement. Europe can only be successful if we act as one. In this spirit, I wish you all 3 days full of interesting insights, stimulating discussions, and innovative ideas.
Well, Minister, and as she well said, that in order to push the boundaries, we all have to work together. And working together with us is also a man of science, the chairman of the European Parliament Committee on Industry, Research and Energy, Cristian-Silviu Bușoi, who understands very well the needs of research and innovation. A warm welcome to Mr. Bușoi. Mr. Bușoi, before you get started with your statement, the Parliament is going to vote on a long-term budget next month. Horizon 2020 is in there. How confident are you that Horizon 2020 is going to get the money they need?
Well, I hope sincerely that the next Research and Innovation Framework Program, Horizon Europe, will get exactly the money that they will need.
It's good to hear.
I'm sure that the budget will be a little bit better than we have today, because we are quite disappointed on the state of play. And we are fighting hard on behalf of the Parliament in order to increase the budget decided at the last high-level meeting of heads of states and prime ministers.
That's good to hear. Go ahead with your greeting after that now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I would like to thank Commissioner Gabriel for her invitation to be here present today and representing the Parliament and the ITRE committee. We are just now in the middle of a very important meeting between ITRE and ENVI committees with the pharmaceutical industry relating the vaccines, something which is also very much related to research and innovation, and the need to have the vaccines available as soon as possible in order to fight efficiently against the coronavirus pandemics. It is not an overstatement to say the prosperity of Europe's future, whether in social, economic or health terms, depends on R&I. The COVID-19 pandemic had clearly demonstrated that innovation and research can be a driver for recovery, and that we rely on R&I to become resilient for future crises. We also R&I to adapt to our globalized world and to prepare a better and greener future for our next generation. Horizon 2020 and its predecessors have shown what European researchers and industries can achieve when enough money and resources are invested in the research and innovation. They have also shown us where we need to improve and how. Now it is the turn of Horizon Europe, our next framework program. Our citizens, our academia, our businesses, and all our research and innovation community are waiting. In her State of the Union speech, the Commission President, Madame Ursula von der Leyen, and we were very happy to hear her in the Parliament, that she outlined a roadmap for what could be a prosperous future and stated what we have, everything we need, the know-how, the funds, the industry, all we need is the will. Horizon Europe brings together all those elements, and its implementation will indeed be a test of our willingness to dedicate more resources to research and innovation. European Parliament, and especially the committee that I'm chairing, ITRE committee, has been working hard to make sure that Horizon Europe is delivered on time. My colleagues worked in record time, adopting the first reading position in less than 1 year. But in order to deliver on the ambitions of the program, we need, as I said at the beginning, and was an excellent question, and thank you so much, we need the budget to back it up. Investing in research and innovation has a high return on investment, not only monetary, but also in terms of competitivity, safety, security, and prosperity. Ultimately, it will contribute to the Union's aim to be technologically autonomous and less dependent on external support. We also need to improve. We have to ensure more equal opportunities in our research and innovation community, better distribution of results, and above all, we have to create a better environment translating research and innovation into market-stable products in the Union. Finally, thanking once again to you for this excellent initiative and assuring Commissioner Gabriel to all the support of European Parliament and ITRE committee, and also assuring of this support to the whole research and innovation community in Europe. I will look forward to the discussions this couple of days and wishing you fruitful debates and the best of luck. I would also like to thank researchers and innovators and the institutions and businesses that support them for their work, for making Europe a world leader in research and innovation, and assure you of Parliament's support and commitment towards research and innovation sector. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bușoi. Thank you. And as you mentioned, this is a joint effort to push the envelope, to push the boundaries. Now, I've got an idea too. Let's test out all the different functions that our policy platform can offer. Let's go. First, I'm curious to know about you. You should see a chat at the bottom of the right of your screen. It will always be available in plenary and open sessions for you to ask and comment on what's going on. Let's try it out together. Where are you from? You've got 20 seconds. And this shows the global reach from here to Tokyo. And that shows how much this conference, even though it is hybrid this time, it shows the global reach. All right, that's good. It seems like you're getting the gist of how this works. Let's try another one. In some sessions, you will be asked to respond to a poll. It's a great way to know that what you're thinking and feeling, so let's try it out. I have a tricky question for you. How excited are you for this event to start? So the polling opens. You've got 20 seconds. And you've got about 10 now. We have, okay, the numbers are coming out now. All right, I think there's a fair amount of excitement there. I think we got about 5 seconds left. Yep. And this excitement is building, we can see right here. Well done. We made it past the opening. So many opportunities for interaction lie ahead of us. So I warmly encourage you to go check the hubs pages, the games, the quizzes, as well as the networking too, on your pad or online on your PC. And the impressive Science's Wonderful exhibition, which you can visit with your own avatar, and you can even earn your badges. So our time together is over for now, but programming will resume shortly with a very interesting and high-level event, and I'll see you later. À très bientôt. À tout à l'heure.